asked you so many times that I don't know, and I apologize, but you hit me.
This is Christian Obumsely, and he was mercilessly murdered by his girlfriend Courtney Clenney on April 3rd, 2022. Courtney Clenney, 26, is facing second-degree murder charges after Christian Obumsely, 27, was fatally knifed in the chest at a Miami apartment while the two argued on April 3rd.
I'm so sorry. Ma'am, can you hear me? If you have a stab wound to his shoulder, can you sit down? What do you mean he has a stab wound on his shoulder, ma'am? Yeah, he's bleeding from his shoulder. Rescue, this is PD Physician Juliet. You call it? Ma'am, hold on one moment.
A man who was stabbed to death by his OnlyFans model girlfriend had been secretly recording her tirade of verbal abuse, including her calling him the N-word, in the months before he was killed. But the recording submitted as evidence in the murder trial now shows that Clenney shouted racial slurs at her boyfriend, berating and cursing him in public and private. In one, she calls Obumsely the N-word multiple times, tells him to man up, be *****H, and shut up and let me slap you, dumb *****, according to the Miami Herald.
Is she part of the problem?
We got a domestic basically she lives.
Can you please let me into my apartment? Please?
Excuse me, hold on. What's going on?
Okay.
Where's your apartment? Do you have a key? Ma'am, you don't need to talk to him. Where's your key? Where's your key?
In my apartment.
So you got locked up. Okay. Okay, and where's your ID or anything so you can let him know that you live in the apartment?
In my apartment.
So everything's in your apartment.
It's all under my name. I pay the whole rent. He has never paid a freaking dime of rent. And he somehow made friends with everybody around here. I broke up with him. He has slept. My mom came out. Okay. My mom came out to help me break up with him, and I just couldn't do it. He slept in my elevator room inside of a couch. I hope that there's cameras. He slept inside of a couch.
Obumsely can be heard apologizing in the clips as they fight about him saying hello to one of his female friends while he was out on a bike ride. In another clip, Clenney barks at Obumsely to find her cell phone, before the audio ends with her shouting, "I want you to get away from me."
I need my phone. I need to go home. I need to talk to them. I need my phone. Don't touch me!
What is going on? What are you gonna get this mad at me when I'm apologizing to you?
No, Christian.
You're thinking I'm doing it on
purpose. Drop your high pitch.
Okay, I'm not doing it on purpose.
You touched the arm. The right thing to do is to tell me.
Yes, and I am so sorry.
So shut up and let me you dumb. Give me my phone.
You have your phone.
I don't have it anymore. Find it and
what?
Find it and charge it!
I'm sorry.
I don't care. Find it and charge it.
Okay, just stop.
Don't touch me.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man. Because I'm telling you I'm sorry.
This is my phone! Find my charge it.
I don't know where your phone is.
Find it.
Can you help me find it?
I won! Find it!
Ah, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, some old man, huh? I need to find it because I have to go meet her again.
To go out?
No! Christian, just find my goddamn phone.
I don't have your phone. Can you just
find my
Cece, can you just please
shut up?
Please.
Shut up. You want to go
I didn't go to go.
Yes, you did. You always want to
Courtney, I was on.
You already told me about it. Now,
What are you
you are such.
I didn't go to talk to Aro. I was going on a bike ride. Like, what the?
Get off that.
You want to talk to Ara? Is this gonna make you act like this?
Talk to her without telling me.
Courtney, I was on a bike ride and she passed me and I said hi. You and Courtney are having a live chat. My bad, I forgot to tell you that. That doesn't make you to act and call me. You're yes, thank you. Coming from Courtney, thank you.
I want you to get away from me. Get away from me.
The defendant, who would be charged with Obumseli's murder just over 4 months later in early August, whispers and mutters and appears to pray inaudibly in the more than 4-hour-long video. As she waits for her initial custodial interview to start, the Instagram influencer with some 2 million followers asks a police officer twice if someone will be in to deal with her soon. Each time, she's told yes.
And he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something, and so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
Well, I was by my fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
comparing to what
10 feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
Was he closer in the man?
No, but this is further.
Like the length of his room?
No, further than that.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be like... I'm just like, I just cannot believe the way my day went, she says the second time around, after being brought a bottle of water. It's way worse than... I just really want to get to the hospital. Like, I desperately want to get to the hospital. The officer tells her the department is still setting up her interview and that she wouldn't be able to see her boyfriend at the time anyway because doctors are still working and taking care of him. They're working on it, Clenney says derisively as she continues crying. They're working on it. They're fucking working on it. Just after 20 minutes, a detective and a sergeant enter the gray-walled room, telling her not to apologize. They discuss upcoming birthdays, how she planned on walking her dogs that day, and why the couple of nearly 2 years recently moved from Austin, Texas to Miami. He wanted to move to London, the defendant says of her Obumseli. I wanted to move here. Immediately thereafter, Clenney asks if her boyfriend is okay. The detective says he can't really answer because Obumseli is still in the hospital, but that attendants are talking to him, monitoring him, and still need to perform some tests and x-rays.
Christian Obumseli.
We don't issue those.
Because, no, I'm serious.
Courts.
Can I do that? Where can I
go to court. You have to go to
okay,
downtown.
How can I make myself first? Because I know him and you. How can I make myself first?
You gotta get there first.
75 Northwest or something.
Before.
75 Northwest.
Is he already on the way?
We have no idea. We don't even know how it looks like.
We don't even know who it is. How do we know that?
So your question is, I need a restraining order against him.
Okay, do you hear all this?
Listen.
Okay, they're listening.
Who's on the phone with you?
Just my dad.
Okay, well, let me
Which I think is
let me explain to you something with your dad on the phone so you can hear me. You ask me, how can I get a restraining order against him? I answer you, we don't issue those. That's through court. You ask me, I need to get one before him. I told you, the only way is for you to get to court. Then you ask me, is he on the way already? And I ask you, I don't even know how he looks like. You understand? It's your questions that are making much of an...
I am. Right now, like, I have not always been the victim, but, like, right now, I'm a freaking victim in the situation. I'm scared to go downstairs and walk my dogs. I just walked him, and I told him, you don't have a chance, and now, all of a sudden, this is all happening.
What's his name?
Christian Tobetcha Obumseli.
Christian?
Please, just, like, don't... Get me kicked out of my own apartment.
We just want to get him. We just want to...
I'm scared of him at this point.
When police arrived, they found Clenney cradling Obumseli in a puddle of coagulated blood. At 5:25 p.m., her mother sent her a text mentioning self-defense and telling her not to say anything to investigators without an attorney, according to police. It's unclear what sparked the argument, but the day had begun peacefully with the couple playing with their dogs, authorities said. Hawaii County Police assisted the U.S. Marshals Service with the arrest on the Big Island, where the influencer was in a rehabilitation facility for substance abuse and post-traumatic stress disorder, according to her attorney, Frank Prieto. I'm completely shocked, especially since we were cooperating with the investigation and offered to voluntarily surrender her if she were charged, Prieto told Fox News Digital. We look forward to clearing her name in court.
So what happened today that we're here?
So I had broken up with him about a week ago. And then today again, like, we weren't getting along kind of, but like, I said, we're breaking up again.
So you guys trying to get back together?
Yes, absolutely, because I want to marry him. I love him. I think that he could change, I could change, whatever. And he just, I said, he started doing some shit that he said he wouldn't do to me, and I said, you know what, we're over, and I walked away, and he pinned me to the wall.
He pinned you against the wall?
He pinned me to the wall and then pinned me to the ground. It was choking me. And so I got up and I called my mom, and I was talking to her. And then he started charging at me, and I just had it in my hand because I was like trying to threaten, like, don't come
What
here.
do you have in your knife? What do you have in your hand? A knife?
Because I was scared.
I'm asking you, what do you have in your hand? A knife, okay.
And I called my mom. She's on the phone. She can say like what it was. I was scared, and there was just and he started charging, and so I just threw it. I just threw it to him. I was scared of him, but I just threw it to scare him, and it just hit him, and I just like, I don't know. I feel like it's.
So you said he was choking you, and then
choking me. Got up. I called my mom because I was scared about that. And then we started fighting again, and he came at me, and I just like.
Where was the knife?
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. So you went to the kitchen.
I don't care what happened. Just please tell me he's gonna.
Listen, right now they're attending him. So.
Okay.
A Miami-Dade judge has shockingly decided to rule out a key piece of evidence in the case OnlyFans model Courtney Clenney, much to the dismay of prosecutors. Courtney has been charged with second-degree murder after being accused of fatally stabbing her cryptocurrency trader boyfriend, Christian Obumsely, in April 2022 at their luxury Miami apartment. Parents Kim and Deborah Clenney had also been taken in custody for breaking in and stealing the victim's computer, but were later released. State attorneys were able to gain access to Kim's iCloud account, where they found messages showing the family working with defense attorneys to guess passwords to access the laptop.
So you guys can read through this. I'm going to, and you'll see that in Mr. Clerk.
Yes, Judge.
In these up. You'll see that in this order, it references the fact that I'm going to supplement this on Friday with my longer version that has my analysis and reasoning that takes into account the most recent supplemental reasons as well. Okay?
Will we reset for Friday?
You don't have to reset it for Friday. I mean, the findings are here. The findings themselves are not going to change, but I'm going to give you a much longer order with my analysis.
Well, we need that when we have our office review it. So.
Absolutely. So we can reset it for Friday if you want.
No, we'll wait to get that order, Your Honor.
But it needs a future date anyway, so we can go ahead and give it a future status date in 60 days, and I can give you that order on Friday, or if we want to go ahead and set.
But today, Judge Laura Cruz ruled in a 2-paragraph opinion that the state prosecutors had violated attorney-client privilege by accessing the Clenney family's private conversations with their own lawyers. The communication sought to be excluded by the parties is protected by attorney-client privilege and/or work product privilege. This privilege was violated, albeit perhaps unknowingly, when the communication was read by prosecutors in this case. The proper remedy for this breach of privilege is exclusion of the communication from use in this case as evidence, Judge Cruz declared in court. But while she ruled in the favor of the defendants on this particular point, Judge Cruz did not dismiss the case and said that she would go into detail on her decision during the upcoming Friday hearing.
I have somebody that went to evaluate him. I have done that, but I really do think that it's very important because I am not death qualified on the review myself.
This one, I know that he's not going to have this announcement yet. For sure he's not going to have it on Friday. So for this, I'm going to reset it for 3 weeks for him to try to get that announcement as to whether or not they're waiting to.
I'm not going to be here the last 2 weeks of July. So either before the 7th, how about, or the first week of August, and if we have something before, we'll set it.
When do you leave to go out of town in July?
That's actually questionable. I might get on a plane on 7/6, but I need to, I'm making some arrangements. There was a case that fell through in West Palm Beach that I was trying the second week of July.
All right, so let's do this. Let's set it. in August.
We get
Whenever.
8/7?
I'm out of, yeah, I'm out of town 8/7, but when I'm back, we can do 8/13 if you want. Or 8/12. How about 8/12? Okay?
8/12, that's a Monday?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
And if we have something before, we're going to put it on before we
I doubt it because he and I are in trial next week, so I know that this requires a longer meeting with his higher up, so I don't know that that's going to happen.
I'm giving him some stuff to work with, so maybe we'll get